I'm Nate Wimberly. Well, it was a sports-filled weekend we wish we would forget. We saw the end of the road for Charlotte FC. The Hornets, their best players are hurt again. And the Panthers, let's talk about them, shall we? Oh, boy, boy, boy. It was a picture-perfect day in the Queen City. That's pretty much the only good thing we saw on Sunday as the Panthers welcome in one of the worst teams in the league in the New Orleans Saints. The Panthers with the ball first go the length of the field and go up 7-0 on a Rico Dowdle touchdown. Sadly, though, that will be the end of the scoring for the Carolina Panthers. From there, it was tough to watch. Bryce Young had one of his worst days, throwing for just 124 yards, one interception, and a fumble. Tyler Shuck, in just his second ever NFL start at quarterback, had almost 300 yards passing for New Orleans. So the Panthers offense, bad. The Panthers defense, bad. What do you get? A humbling loss and a squandered opportunity to a team with just one win, well, now 2 wins.
Obviously, it sucks losing, but I think it comes down to more of what we need to do better on our side than what the other teams are. Not kind of focus on this or that, just got to be better and play our style of ball.
It's a disappointing loss. Feel like we had a good game plan. We didn't execute it defensively, offensively. You gotta play complementary football. I mean, that's how we won last week. That's how we won all the weeks that we won. And today we didn't get it done. One thing we don't do, we're not gonna point fingers. We didn't overlook them. We just didn't execute.
Frustration, because we didn't play our version of football. That was not us. That we can't have that. We can't give up big plays and we can't turn the ball over. Offense has to be more opportunistic and take advantage of some of the situations where the defense made some adversity stops for us and got us the ball back over and over in the second half, and we didn't come away with anything off of it.
It sucks because we didn't get it done today. We know we're better than that as a team. And you only get so many opportunities in this league, and in life you only get so many opportunities, and for us to leave one out there, again, we respect our opponent. They executed, they did things better than us today, and they deserve to win. But to leave opportunity, it sucks. The other blessing on the other side of that is there's one next week, so we're going to learn from it. Right now it is what it is, and then we're trying to build.
Yeah, the Panthers definitely missed an opportunity Sunday. The top leading Bucks lost to the Patriots at home. A win for Carolina would have put them just a half game behind first in the division. We also saw the Falcons lose, and of course, New Orleans, the only team in the South to win yesterday. So with the chance to take a step forward in the division, the Panthers fall flat on their face, and they're now back to 500. Now it's time for me to pull out my notebook here, and last week I didn't want to go after Bryce Young because they won. Well, this week it's time to put a spotlight on Mr. Bryce Young. Yesterday he threw for just 124 yards. He's had 7 straight games where he has thrown for less than 200 yards. Folks, the NFL is a passing league now. It's hard to not throw for 200 yards. He's managed to not throw for 200 yards for 7 straight games. They played 10 games. He's only had 1 game where he's thrown over 200 yards. He threw for 300 versus Arizona. 9 out of 10 games, he hasn't thrown for at least 200 yards. That's not good. That ain't gonna cut it, folks. He has been great in clutch situations. I'm gonna give Bryce his credit. He's great in final drives, but in the other 3 quarters, he has been awful. If they can't run the ball, his play is holding this team back. He's got 8 games left to get his act together, or the Panthers will be looking for some competition for him in the offseason. The quarterback play just has to improve. For a guy making his second ever start in the NFL, let's go to the other side. Tyler Shuck, the Panthers defense was certainly kind to him. Just a terrible day for J.C. Horn at corner as he got beat on the deep pass to Chris Olave for a touchdown. They once again let a tight end have a spectacular day. Juwan Johnson with 4 catches and 92 yards and a touchdown play that he was just wide open. No one was around him. I chalk that up to just being a bad day for the pass defense. They've been playing well all season long. The one bad day, I'm not going to, dog them for that. They just got caught. They picked a bad day to have a bad day. Let's put it that way. On the positive side, got to give a shout out to outside linebacker Nick Scorton. The rookie had 4 tackles, a sack, 2 quarterback hits. The rookie is getting better and better each and every week as he takes over as the starter. Now, The schedule is not getting any easier, folks. Up next, the Panthers are on the road at Atlanta. The Falcons have lost 4 in a row, but they will be out for revenge. The Panthers embarrassed them 30-0 in week 3. Atlanta is 3-6 on the season, but as we saw yesterday, anyone can beat this Carolina Panthers team, especially a division rival and a team looking for some payback. So beware next Sunday. After Atlanta, a Monday night game in the Bay Area against the 49ers. Then they come back home to take on a red-hot Rams team, followed by a long-awaited bye. They need the bye bad, folks. And then they are on the road at New Orleans. Now,